talk a lot about how Absolute Action MMA is a launching pad for fighters who go on to fight in the UFC, Bellator, things like that. We've seen Luke Zacharich, Jessamine Duke, Tommy Hayden, people like that. Robert White could be one of those next fighters who make the leap from Absolute Action MMA to the likes of the UFC. He's already fought in Bellator twice, including his debut, which he won. So he does have experience in big fights. Nice leg kick from Thorpe.
Thorpe, almost 30 professional fights.
Yeah, at only 28 years old, too.
Yeah.
He started off 13-3 and has fallen to 14-13, and you got to believe that he wants that taste of success again.
Rob White coming off.
Beautiful throw!
Wow, nice. Nice move by Thorpe. And Thorpe, dominant position over White.
Put pressure down, watch your arms. Pressure down.
Big fight right here. Josh Thorpe fought multiple weight divisions, too. He's fought all over the place. Fought at 145 pounds, fought at 205 pounds.
Fought on an M1 card that featured Fedor Emelianenko overseas, so he's been everywhere. He's fought almost a half dozen UFC veterans, as well as Bellator's Pat Curran.
He's fighting a Bellator vet now in Rob White.
Who fought there twice, including his debut, which he won.
Also coming off a 30-second first-round knockout over Portland Pringle at Absolute Action MMA 40.
And that was good to see, too, because some questioned whether White could finish fights, because he hadn't been prior to that. But he answered that question emphatically with that KO of Portland Pringle.
I spoke with Rob White. Rob White told me he only wants to fight guys that test him. He only wants to fight guys that he says are monsters to prove that he is a bigger monster.
Yes, he likes to fight people that he's scared of.
Yeah.
He doesn't look scared right now. A huge takedown and a big punch. This could be bad news for Thorpe. Elbows to the head.
Pick a leg. Pick a leg.
As I mentioned earlier, we've seen the likes of Tommy Hayden and Sean Asher and Jessamine Duke move on to Bellator and the UFC. Robert White could be one of those guys. He would be a 6-1 professional with this win, and he's looking excellent right now. Big punches under the arm.
At the same time, a win here for Thorpe would be a huge statement.
It would be giant.
To be made.
You know he's looking to get that success that he once had back. And a win over Robert White is a giant step in that direction.
Pick the leg.
Although that isn't looking too promising at the moment. That was a nice back elbow by Thorpe, though.
Turn in, there you go, nice. Pressure right there, good.
Thorpe up and applies pressure to White, pushing him up against the cage.
Short knees.
Has the body lock, but does not have underhooks or overhooks with it.
Short knees, keep them going. Short knees, that's it, short knees. Look at his base leg, there you go.
Thorpe working on the legs of Robert White with knees in that clinch. White has an over-under here.
Base leg.
And he'll likely look to circle to his right to get out of this clinch. Nice knee from White as well. And another one.
Thorpe separates.
A little surprised that Thorpe looked to separate there. Those knees must have not felt too good for him. And he goes right back to where he was. But this time,
the clinch trying to land some shots of his own.
Another fantastic throw by Thorpe.
Pressure, keep your base.
Just a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex that puts White on his back.
Just holding your arms, pressure down.
And Thorpe with a slight weight advantage in this fight. They're fighting at a catchweight, and he seems to be using that slight weight advantage to his advantage.
Keep the pressure down.
And that'd be a shame to see Robert White's streak of success come to an end in a catchweight bout, but I mean, He knew what he was walking into with this
absolutely.
fight.
He loves fighting bigger guys. He loves the challenge.
He said it in your interview that he likes to fight people that he fears.
Work your elbow out.
Because he wants to prove to himself that he can handle that challenge.
Short work going, short.
And he works. Josh Thorpe trying to paint a little more blood on my suit, I see. And he's got the back. Well, he did have the back.
Motivation.
Big knees.
Oh.
These knees are enormous. This could stop the fight. Well, those knees were looking excellent from Robert White, but he gave up on them.
Start to turn.
I love how
White
when... Go ahead.
Coming out motivated in this second round. Answered that question.
I love how when Robert White gets this turtled up position, he turns around the body of Thorpe, finds a good angle, and attacks the head, attacks the body. He attacks whatever is there. Whatever Thorpe gives to him to attack, that's what he goes after. Thorpe had to grab. Yeah, Thorpe had to grab the arm of White in order to get back to his feet, and ate a couple of punches in doing so, but it ended up working for him. Another over/under, and this is the position in which has resulted in White on his back twice before.
Turn off, turn off.
I've seen Josh Thorpe fight many times before against tough competition, and he's a hard guy to finish, man. He will stay in the fight until the end.
Thorpe went for a hip throw, but turned his back in too much on the hip throw. He didn't put his hip into White's body, but ended up on top after the scramble. So, I mean, the desired effect was there, although he would have liked to have ended inside control instead of in the guard of Robert White.
Short work. Get your hands moving. Push towards the cage. Push.
Ideally, what Thorpe wanted to do on that throw was to get the over/under and then put his hip into White's body instead of just grabbing the head and tossing his back into it. That's a good way to get your back taken, but Thorpe did get White on the ground. Now he's trying to work some offense from the guard of White, but can't seem to get much done, and Gary Copeland is threatening to stand this fight up.
Short work. Keep your base. Pressure down. Right there, good, stay, keep your base. Short work. Good, very nice, good. Start to pull.
And you got to wonder how long Copeland's going to let this.
Yeah, not a lot of action on the ground here.
Yeah,
and Copeland stands it up.
Stands it up. Let's say I'm glad he did that.
White needs to make something happen in this round. He needs to take this round because he did not win the first.
Oh, big.
Thorpe is looking aggressive. He's looking good.
He's starting to find his rhythm. He's starting to feel comfortable. Oh.
Ooh, he went for a spin kick, but it
little crazy.
did not have the desired effect, and he eats a big leg kick.
Oh,
huge kick to the head.
Ducks under, goes for the double leg.
Thorpe for a desperation takedown.
Turn out. Don't let him turn, keep moving.
Beautiful body attacks, and this could... And White could be taking the round here. Big punches from the back in the turtle position.
Thorpe trying to go out the back door again.
Oh, he could have a rear naked choke locked on here. He's got it around and locked in.
He's got him.
And he gets the tap. Robert White, after a back and forth battle, scores the rear naked choke victory and moves to 6-1 as a professional.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Gary Copeland has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes 9 seconds into round number 2, declaring your winner by way of submission, Rob White.